Welcome to BikeBeat. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones is more than just a motorcycle, it's a statement, a rebirth of one of Harley's most distinctive icons. On BikeBeat today, we're taking a close look at this machine that blends raw, mechanical charisma with modern refinement. From the moment you see it, you know exactly what it stands for. It's dark, stripped, muscular, and proud of its simplicity. Harley has revived the Crossbones name to bring back that pure bobber aesthetic that many riders have been craving, but this time, it's wrapped around modern performance, tech, and precision engineering. The first thing that grabs your attention is its design. The 2026 Crossbones carries the spirit of the original, with a minimalist layout that looks like it rolled straight out of a custom garage. It has bobbed fenders, a short rear, a solo seat, and that unmistakable round headlight housed in a classic nacelle. Everything about the bike is blacked out engine covers, forks, pipes, giving it that mean, no-nonsense attitude. The tank wears a new Crossbones logo that looks vintage yet modern, the kind of design that reminds you Harley knows how to honor its heritage without feeling stuck in it. From every angle, the Crossbones exudes purpose. The frame sits low and tight, with exposed metal and clean lines. It rides on fat spoked wheels that perfectly complement the stripped-down look, and the wide handlebars give it a commanding stance. The front suspension features reworked telescopic forks with modern internals for better damping, while the hidden rear monoshock gives the illusion of a rigid tail while actually providing solid comfort. Harley has managed to modernize the geometry, improving balance and cornering while keeping that old-school silhouette intact. Beneath the steel and paint beats the latest version of Harley's Milwaukee-Eight V-twin engine, tuned specifically for this model. It's a 1,923 cubic centimeters motor that produces around 105 horsepower and about 130 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers tell part of the story, but the real magic happens when you feel it. The torque hits early, right around 2,000 revolutions per minute, and it pulls hard all the way through the mid-range. The bike feels alive, powerful, and mechanical, exactly what you want from a Harley. The sound is deep, rich, and distinct, that perfect rumble that makes your chest vibrate without being obnoxious. Harley's engineers clearly spent time fine-tuning the exhaust to keep it legal but soulful. Riding the Crossbones feels surprisingly composed. It's a heavy bike, just over 310 kilograms, but that weight sits low, so it feels planted and confident at all speeds. The throttle response is smoother than previous Harleys, thanks to the updated ride-by-wire system, and the 6-speed transmission feels slicker, with lighter clutch engagement. Around town, it's torquey and forgiving. You can stay in third gear most of the time, just rolling on the throttle and letting that V-twin do the work. On the highway, the Crossbones cruises effortlessly at 70 or 80 miles per hour, the engine humming steadily without stress. Wind protection is minimal, but that's part of the charm. This bike is about the raw experience, not cocooning you from it. In the corners, Harley's engineers have made real progress. The 2026 Crossbones holds a line beautifully. The reworked chassis and better suspension damping mean you can push it harder without scraping pegs as early as older models did. It's not a sport bike, but it handles predictably and with confidence. The dual front discs, paired with 4-piston calipers, give solid stopping power, and the rear brake has great feel. ABS and traction control are standard, and cornering ABS adds another layer of safety when you're leaned over. For riders stepping up from older Harleys, the difference in refinement will be instantly noticeable. Comfort-wise, the Crossbones strikes a balance between form and function. The solo seat is surprisingly supportive, the riding position upright but assertive. The handlebar width gives you leverage at slow speeds and stability on the open road. Mid-mounted foot controls keep you comfortable for long rides, though taller riders may opt for adjustable pegs. Despite the stripped-down look, the Crossbones doesn't punish you. It's surprisingly comfortable over distance, with suspension that absorbs rough patches while maintaining feedback from the road. The technology integration is subtle but smart. The instrument cluster is a compact digital display that sits neatly between the bars. It's clear, easy to read, and doesn't clutter the bike's minimalist look. You get all the essentials: speed, RPM, fuel, range, gear position, and ride mode selection. Bluetooth connectivity allows you to pair your phone for navigation and music, and Harley's smartphone app lets you check diagnostics, plan routes, and even track maintenance schedules. The Crossbones also features keyless ignition, full LED lighting, and an integrated alarm system for extra peace of mind. Everything feels purposeful, tech that adds to the ride, not distracts from it. Customization remains at the heart of the Crossbones experience. Harley knows that its riders love to make their bikes their own, so the 2026 model comes ready for personalization. You can swap out bars, seats, mirrors, exhausts, or even add small luggage solutions. The aftermarket catalog is huge, offering everything from performance upgrades to vintage aesthetic kits. Whether you want to keep it as a pure solo bobber or add touring touches, the Crossbones is a blank canvas for your style. As for performance, the new Crossbones isn't about top speed, it's about feel. The torque delivery makes every ride satisfying. In traffic, you barely touch the gears. On twisty roads, you lean in and ride the torque curve like a wave. Every movement feels deliberate, every sound mechanical. The improved balance and smoother suspension make it less tiring to ride for long stretches. Harley has successfully modernized the feel without sterilizing the experience, and that's what makes this bike special. The estimated price for the 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones starts around $27,000 in the US. That puts it right in line with other premium cruisers like the Low Rider S and the Indian Scout Rogue. Considering its design, performance, and heritage value, it feels worth every cent. For riders outside the US, especially in Europe or Asia, taxes will bump that up, but Harley's strong service network helps justify the premium. It's not just a bike, it's an experience, one that you own every time you turn the key and feel that V-twin shake to life. Riding the Crossbones isn't about numbers or features, it's about presence. It's about that moment when the engine fires, the pipes spark, and the world seems to pause for just a second. It's about leaning into a curve and feeling the bike respond like it's an extension of you. It's about parking it, stepping back, and admiring how good it looks even when it's still. The 2026 Crossbones captures that emotional connection that only a few motorcycles manage to deliver. It's not perfect, wind blast on highways will fatigue you, and the limited fuel capacity means you'll be stopping a bit more often on long trips. The weight, though manageable, will test your skill in tight city traffic. But none of that matters once you're rolling. Every flaw becomes part of its personality, part of what makes it so human. The 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones isn't just another modern cruiser, it's the return of soul in an age of silence. It feels alive, raw, and unapologetic. It's a machine that respects tradition while embracing progress. For riders who crave authenticity, torque, and that unmistakable Harley presence, this is it. When you fire up that V-twin, feel the deep rumble, and roll out into the open road, you'll know exactly why Harley brought the Crossbones back. It's not just a motorcycle, it's a reminder that freedom still has a sound. This is BikeBeat, and that was your first look at the 2026 Harley-Davidson Crossbones. Ride safe, ride proud, and keep the legend alive.